Hey guys, Lon from the ECOM Zone. I'm back with another Black Friday video because this is where you're gonna make the most amount of money. So as you can see on my dashboard, this is last year's Black Friday 24th to 26th, which is basically the weekend. I mean, we could include Cyber Monday as well. So 48k in pounds, which is around, I don't know, 60k dollars in 4 days. And then we go back to last year, 25th to 28th. So yeah, 45k again in 2022, and then I ran this store for 4 years, so let's just go back again to 26th to 29th of 2021. As you can see, 42k in sales. So I consistently make around 40k over the course of 4 days during Black Friday, and I believe there's one more year, so 27th to the 30th this year. And so the first year of running my store, 36k on Black Friday to Cyber Monday. So in this video, I'm going to go through 4 campaign structures that you can use to scale to these numbers for Black Friday. And so today we're going to use Miro flowcharts, and I got 4 campaigns here that I want to go through today. So the first structure we're going to look at is ABO campaigns. So ABO stands for Ad Set Budget Optimization. And you can use these campaigns to test and scale. So assumptions that I'm gonna make is that your average order value is around $50 US. Now the reason we need a high average order value, something above $50, is because otherwise you'll struggle to become profitable. Reason is Facebook ads is just really expensive these days. You also need a fully built Shopify website. And if you don't have that, I do have a course that goes through how you can design yours. And you can find that course on my channel for free. I don't have any paid courses, I don't have any paid communities, everything is free on my YouTube channel. And I also assume that you're running a branded niche dropshipping store with more than 10 products on your store. So some pointers when creating your campaigns and ad sets: your audience size should be around 20 million when you're adding interest into your ad sets. You also want to think outside the box when you're coming up with interest for your audience. Running ads is a game of testing, so if you want to ask me questions like, oh, should I create free ad sets? Or should I test a video? Should I test this? Should I test that? Well, the simple answer is, no one really has the answer for you, you just have to test. Now, if you want to ask me, how do I scale? It's a bit different, right? You don't want to just double budgets and stuff like that. There are certain things that you should really adhere to. As for budgets for your ad sets, again, it's all about testing. You can start with $5, $10, $20. There's no set rule for it. It just depends on your cash flow and your capital. So pointers for this campaign structure: ABO stands for Ad Set Budget Optimization, and you get more control over your budget allocation because you set the budget at ad set level. And with this campaign structure, you can switch off ad sets without affecting the campaign. And you could also add more ad sets and ads into this campaign without affecting the other ad sets. So with this ABO campaign here, it's going to be a manual campaign, and you're going to have 5 ad set inside. Now you can have as many as you want, but starting off we can have 5. So you can have 4 interest ad sets and 1 broad ad set. So here we're testing broad vs interest. And you could stack interest, or you could have 1 interest in the ad set. However, you're trying to hit a 20 million audience size. Now let's just say you add an interest into your ad set and it doesn't hit 20 million in your audience size. So what you want to do is add another interest, and you keep adding interest until it's over 20 million. So you got 5 ad sets here, and within each ad set you're going to have ad creative 1, 2 and 3. You're also going to have 3 different ad copies inside this ad set. So in this case here, we can have angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 for our ad copy in this ad set. And because we're kind of scaling and we're in Black Friday right now, your ads for your other ad sets can be slightly different, but the ad creative should be the same. So for example, D1, D2 and D3 can have different ad copy. If B1 was like, oh, our Black Friday sale is now live, D1 can be slightly different. Get our Black Friday sale up to 70% off today. So it's just a slight difference, but we're just testing as many Black Friday ad copy across these 5 ad sets. and that is the ABO campaign. Now what you want to do, you want to leave your ad sets on for 2 days, so that's 48 hours after launching your campaign. Then you're going to review your metrics, and if you don't know what metrics to look for, I do have an entire video for that. So the next campaign structure, you're going to dupe winning ad sets into this new CPO campaign. So let's just say you've been running ads for quite a long time now and you have winning ad sets. What you want to do, just tick 3 of them and then dupe them into a new CPO campaign. You're going to keep the ad creative the same, but you're just going to change the ad copy to Black Friday ad copy. So you can simply add Black Friday live right now, get up to 70% off site-wide into your ad copy. For the budget, $50 to $100, and if you want, you can start with 200. It really depends on your capital again. So CPO campaign is a manual campaign here, not Advantage Plus shopping campaign. And you're going to have 3 winning ad sets, A, B, and C. They could be broad, they could be interest, they could have stacked interest, they could have one interest, they could be lookalike audiences, you name it. And inside, you're going to have 3 ad creatives, or 1 or 2. It just depends on how many winning ad creatives you have. And so that campaign, you can have as many CPO campaigns as you want. Now let's just say you have a niche store with 3 subcategories. One's for dresses, one's for jackets, one's for trousers. So you're going to have 3 campaigns. 1 for dresses, 1 for jackets, 1 for trousers. Now it's going to get quite messy because you're going to have an ABO campaign for the dresses, you're going to have a CPO campaign for the dresses, and you're also going to have it for the other 2 subcategories. You just need to stay organized and make sure you're keeping track and analyzing these campaigns. So the third campaign, this is called a Zeus campaign, which I learned from Dave Nash, and it's basically a cost cap campaign. So cost cap campaigns work really well because they won't really spend money on poor performing days and they'll spend money on profitable days. So dupe winning ad sets into the CPO campaign just like before, and you could dupe as many ad sets as you want. For this example, we have 5 ad sets, but you can have 15 ad sets in here if you wanted, or even just 2. You want to change your ad copy to Black Friday ad copy for some of your ad sets, and set the budget to $200 to $1,000. You can even scale to $5,000 if you wanted, but it all depends on your capital. However, the key to this campaign is you need to make sure to set the cost cap. If you don't set the cost cap, it will spend $1,000 a day if you set it to $1,000 a day. However, if you set a cost cap to your break-even cost per result, then it will limit the spend. So let's just say you're selling an item for $50, you buy it for $20. That means your break-even cost per result is around $30, right? And that's your cost cap. You're basically telling Facebook, for every $30 you spend, you're trying to get a sale for us. Now, this isn't always guaranteed, and sometimes it will overspend, and some days it may even get you sales at $10 a spend. But basically, this is a good way to cap your spend and become really profitable on profitable days and maybe take small losses on lost days. So the setup is literally just the same as the CBO campaign. It's just that this campaign has a cost cap and you can add as many ad sets as you want inside this. And again, you can have Zeus campaigns for different subcategories on your website. So for dresses, jackets, trousers, and so that's 3 new Zeus campaigns. So last campaign structure is BOF campaigns. Now if you don't know what a BOF campaign is, it's basically a campaign where you retarget customers who know about your brand and seen your ads, or who's visited your website but they never bought. So the first thing you need to do is you actually need to create custom audiences. Now if you don't know how to do that, I do have a video on these BOF campaigns. But for the BOF campaign structure, this is how it looks like. You're going to have 5 ad sets inside, 1 for Facebook, 1 for Instagram, 1 for visitors, 1 for add to carts and checkouts, and 1 for purchases. So this is actually a funnel, right? So you got people at the top of the funnel where they've looked at your ad on Facebook or Instagram, but they never went to your website. And then you're going to target people who went to your website, but they never added to cart. And then you're going to target people who added to cart, but never purchased. And then the last ad set, you're going to retarget purchases. Now the reason why we're retargeting people who bought from you is because it's Black Friday now, and it's a good time to retarget those customers who previously bought from you and they may buy again. In each ad set, you kind of want to mix up your ad creatives. You do not want to use the ad creatives you've already used in your old campaigns. You kind of want to mix it up now. The reason for this is so that your customers don't get bored of your ads and they're seeing something new from your brand. Just imagine you're getting the same ad from Nike or Gymshark. It just doesn't make sense. And that's why you always see new ads from them. So ad creative 1 can be carousels, ad creative 2 can be images, ad creative 3 can be a video, ad creative 4 can be UGC content. You get the gist. You can have as many ad creatives you want inside these ad sets. And you should also experiment with different ad copy. And so that's it, guys. These are the 4 campaigns that I usually use to scale my ads. Now, the budget may seem small at the beginning, but what you can do is increase these budgets by 10 to 50% every 2 days. So on Black Friday weekend, you can actually scale your budgets much higher than 50% per every 2 days, right? You can self scale throughout the day if you're profitable. So let's just say you wake up, you're profitable on Black Friday, you can scale your campaigns up by double and probably not triple. It really depends on the budget. Like going from 200 to 300, 300 to 500 makes sense, but going from 500 to 1000 is a much bigger jump and you may interrupt the learning. You just need to make sure that whenever you increase budgets throughout the day, that you're keeping track of your metrics, your sales and your ad spend. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. Peace.